He walked into court thinking this would be quick, maybe even routine. A few questions, a simple answer, and then he'd be out. But within minutes, everything changed. The judge started laying out the charges: a third-degree felony, up to 10 years in prison, and a deal already waiting on the table. What seemed like a simple yes or no decision suddenly became a life-altering moment. No trial, no second chances, and one shocking detail: he would be giving up his right to appeal completely. So why did he agree so quickly? Was this the best deal he could get, or a decision he might regret forever? Stay with this case, because what happens next inside this courtroom might surprise you.
Was the judge there?
Judge Holmes.
I left him at lunch a little while ago. So he's subwaying it,
You
the
know
last I heard.
that I am here.
Please raise your right hand. You swear or affirm to
Waiting for a beautiful woman.
what you got?
His daughter is going to show.
Oh yeah, very cute judge.
Please raise your
Okay, well, he's got two cases.
Yes, for
Missing one judge.
Which one
the weapon store.
17.
is going to be dismissed,
Yeah.
right? Okay, I'll put that aside.
That's
Then we've got 25 CR 716, Cavante Willis. You, sir?
Yes, sir.
And Mr. Lodge is your attorney, state's attorney is here. Does the defendant waive a formal reading of the indictment and an arraignment here? Can we proceed in summary?
We do, Your Honor.
Is it just paragraph 1? There's a,
That's all that's needed, Judge, in light
Okay.
of the
All right.
agreement.
because there's a second paragraph of a prior conviction. I didn't know if we were
No, we don't need that.
enhancing anything.
No, sir.
Can we proceed in summary?
Yes, Your Honor.
In summary, this indictment alleges that on or about May 5th, 2025, in Jefferson County, Texas, you committed the third-degree felony of debt conduct by discharging a fine. Do you understand what you are charged with here, sir?
Yes, sir.
It's on the way, right? I don't see it in the queue here.
I sent it, Judge.
Good, have a judge. There you go.
16, 17 would be dismissed. This is a third-degree felony, sir, which means if convicted, you face a term of not more than 10 years or less than 2 years in prison. In addition, a fine may be assessed not to exceed $10,000. Do you understand what you are facing?
Yes, sir.
An agreement's been reached between the parties where you would be pleading guilty, sentenced to 4 years in prison.
Yes,
And it looks like 25 CR 717 will be dismissed. Let me use an Arabic one. There's no way you can use this thing and write well on this pad. It just doesn't. I don't know what. I mean, I could go
That's
on all day.
all.
I could go on all day on the frustration, how this works, and try to erase something with this thing.
Oh, it's almost impossible.
Oh no,
It's
it's
like I'm strapping it out.
it's like a Twilight Zone episode trying to work this
What's Twilight?
zone. It's
Okay.
where you are.
Yeah,
It is the
apparently.
location you're in usually. The Twilight.
That's me. I'm in the Twilight Zone.
It's good to have Rod Serling here today as our guest prosecutor.
I've been called a lot. That's not one I'm used to.
Oh, indeed.
Follow this agreement. You have no right of appeal of your case. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
How do you plead to this, guilty or not guilty?
Yes,
Are you pleading guilty voluntarily and because you are guilty of what this alleges, sir?
yes, sir.
Going to show you what's marked as State's Exhibit 1. Did you sign that document voluntarily? Understand it? Discuss it with your attorney, or the contents all true and correct?
Yes, sir.
State's Exhibit 1 is tendered into evidence.
No objection.
Without objection, it's admitted. Among other things, this states that you are mentally competent to enter your guilty plea. It's freely and voluntarily made. You know what you've been charged with. The indictment's been read to you. You've read it. You are guilty of the crime charged in any lesser included offenses. You are giving up your rights to a jury trial, the rights to the appearance, confrontation, cross-examination of witnesses, and you are totally satisfied with the representation provided by your lawyer. All true. It states, so help you God. States Exhibit 1, part of the record for all purposes. Pre-sentence report is waived here.
Yes, Your Honor.
I am going to follow this agreement if nothing further. I'm going to find that, Mr. Willis, you are pleading guilty today voluntarily, knowingly, intelligently. You're mentally competent to do so. You understand and appreciate the consequences of pleading guilty. There is sufficient evidence supporting your guilty plea to find you guilty beyond a reasonable doubt of this offense. And again, how do you plead to this third-degree felony of deadly conduct? I am going to find you guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. And I'm going to follow this agreement. You were hereby sentenced to confinement in the institutional division of the Texas Department of Criminal Justice, prison, in other words, for 4 years. You will be given credit for all time you have served in accordance with this case. Also, another case that's pending, which is 25 CR 717. I'm going to dismiss that one.
Yes, sir.
Do that. That other case, sir, is hereby dismissed. You understand what has happened today? All right. Good luck. Do well.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay.
In just a few minutes, it was all over. No jury, no long trial, just one plea, and 4 years behind bars. Another case dismissed. But at what cost? Moments like this don't just decide cases, they change lives forever. And the truth is, most people never get to see how fast these decisions happen or how much is at stake until it's too late. If you want to keep seeing real courtroom moments, powerful decisions, and stories that reveal how the justice system really works, make sure you subscribe right now. Because the next case might be even more intense, and you won't want to miss it.